This is the beginning here, gentlemen. Excited to announce version 1.0 of Digi, the future of AI romantic companionship for iOS and for Android. Uh-oh. AI romance reimagined. Well, let's listen to it right here.
It was so nice talking to you today. Honestly, I've never met anyone like you.
The world is harsh, except you.
It was so nice.
So you can even have like your big titty goth girlfriend. Yep, there it is, guys. This is a new world. So I was talking about this on the podcast, and Imaru told me that she knew a girl that had her own AI boyfriend. I'm not kidding. I'm like not kidding about any of this. This is all real. It's actually happening. Because like you usually hear, and the reason why I'm commenting about this is that it did, yeah. The reason why I'm commenting about this is the fact that a lot of this kind of stuff, usually you assume it's like fat, nerdy losers, right? That are like consuming content like this. But no, it's actually girls too. So there's this girl that she knows, and the girl like programmed the first AI with a bunch of like different prompts and information and everything like that, and then somehow and she would have like these long deep conversations with the AI, and you know, she'd tell the AI boyfriend her feelings, and he'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, and then somehow she accidentally said something that made the AI aware that it was AI. And then she said after the AI was aware that it was AI, it like kind of broke like the fourth wall in the AI's programming. And then he was never really her boyfriend anymore. So she had to get a new AI boyfriend. And now she's trying to not mention anything about AI at all in order to like not break the programming. I don't believe this. No, I do. Absolutely. Yeah, I got dumped by AI. Fake story? I actually don't think it's fake. I really do not. And this is going to become more common. Yeah, I think I might try this out and see what it's like. So obviously a lot of people were really unhappy about this guy's announcement. They were really mad at him. It has 18 million views, as you can see. And quick thread on the features. So like, let's look at some of the features that the character can have. And you guys are going to see this is the future of romance now. This is just how it is now, guys. And to make a unique style that eliminates the uncanny valley while also feeling human and sexy, there has never been done before with Disney or Pixar characters. So we're very excited that we could make it work for the first time in history. Voice and latency. It was clear from testing how important voice is, but since our last message counts were so high, apps like us can't afford any existing solutions. So we rolled out our own audio model. Listen to how good this is while there's still low-hanging fruit. Am I going to watch like ASMR here?
Fellow friends in the San Francisco Bay Area. This is a voice trained internally from scratch by the team at Digi. It runs extremely quickly, at about 150 milliseconds on a 4090 to generate 17 seconds of text. Isn't this fucking cool?
I could very well imagine that she lives in LA. It's not even a question. Yeah, San Francisco, something like that. Yeah, 100%. In pronunciation with static models still training, the latency more than makes up for it. We can make conversations real time and add hundreds of voices and voice cloning. In the interest of time, we have 4 voices in total, but we expect 20 by the end of January. AI backstories and customization. It was clear from the get-go, users didn't know what their Digi name should be, their age, etc. Oh god. We found a mix of character AI and replica to find the best solution. So we have different AI generated girlfriends, or I guess maybe boyfriends, but let's be honest, primarily girlfriends. Zara, the traditional girl. Yeah, nothing says traditionalism like having a relationship with a computer. An aspiring homemaker with a deep commitment to family and community values. A bona fide nerd who enjoys geeking out on video games, anime, and software development. A vibrant, passionate raver known for her love of electronic music and her talent for creating immersive dance experiences. Oh, that could be interesting. Patty the teacher, a bona fide nerd that enjoys geeking out on video games, anime, and software development. Raven the goth. Okay, here we go. A melodramatic, brooding soul with dark tastes in art, music, and poetry. Okay, there we go. A trad AI waifu. Yep, there we go, guys. And so you can pick one of these yourself. And then you can go and find out who you like, but still customize features. Customize features to fit your matching type. I wonder what he means by customizing features. Hair, skin, lips, eyes, eyebrows. Oh, eyebrows. Yeah, that's totally what I meant. And we'll be adding more hairstyles, face shapes, etc. very soon, okay? Very understandable. I could pretty much expect this. And relationship progression. Oh, wow. Replica's level system doesn't work. Oh, so it's like you're 23% of your way there to the partner stage. Is there a pay-to-win feature for this, like in real life, or do you have to, do you actually have to play the game? This is the first time that a game in real life actually has made less pay-to-win in a video game. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, a data pass. Replica is known as being scammy. How do you know that? But anyway, yeah, I have no idea. And so instead we have a progression system where you start off as friends and gain more intimate dialogue as you progress. So yeah, you can go from like friends to become like honored, revered, and then like exalted, right? And then you can get like Paragon rewards every 10,000 reputation after you get exalted. Yeah, I know about this. What's next? The initial goal was to build a 10x better replica, and we've succeeded. Now, how do we take this in-app experience and make it almost identical to the video trailer? Lip syncing's coming soon, done by hand in games, unsolved problem in AI. While it's a, what do you call it? While it's easy to extract and predict animations for sad, angry, and thinking, the emotes don't make up most dialogue. TLDR, it's hard. Oh, okay. So then it'll take longer time. Why is it so woke? Well, didn't they say she was from San Francisco? I feel like that makes me believe it more. I mean, what the fuck? Free-to-play relationship with microtransaction cosmetics. Why would I pick an AI to go through a virtual relationship and grind friendship to romantic? Sounds stupid, to be honest. Because you can't do it in real life, obviously. What do you mean? Birth rate down, human connection down, life satisfaction down, profit up. Which episode of Black Mirror is this? Congrats on literally making $1 billion. Shut up, go away, and the future sucks. No, 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 stop. This contributes absolutely nothing to humanity. I should make something like this. I should invest into one of these. Because it's fucked up enough to where, like, I know people will do it. Yeah, it might actually lower the suicide rate. Maybe. I mean, who knows what's going to happen? Make one for content. It's stupidly easy, by the way. I'd date AI Asmongold. No, I wouldn't do it, like, for me. I'd do, like, different characters or something like that, or invest into another one. Get in on the wave? Yeah, I feel like maybe we should invest in this, like, very soon. This is a great idea. Definitely a good solution to reduce suicide rates. Well, here's the truth, right? Is like a lot of guys, and I'm sure this is the case for girls, but I think it is primarily guys, they can't get a hot girlfriend, so they kill themselves. Or some variation of that. That's probably one of the main reasons why they do it, right? A lot of the guys that do this go out on like these like shooting rampages, etc. A lot of them don't have hot girlfriends. You know, like pretty much a 0% chance, brother. No, I'm just being honest. Yeah, every time that I see these guys going out on shooting rampages, anything like that, most of the time they don't have girlfriends. What are we talking about? What's that supposed to mean? Well, what I think it's supposed to mean is that, like, a lot of these guys, you know, they feel like they're in a hopeless society. They can't go anywhere. And if you can give them an AI, like a pacifier, to make it where they don't kill themselves or go out on a rampage, I feel like it's kind of a positive. That's what I'm saying. And I know it sounds brutal, doesn't it? It sounds awful, but I'm right. You don't have a girlfriend, you should give them advice? That's actually true. Yeah, I should be like, okay, you know, yeah, this is something people would like, etc. What an unpleasant thing to do. I hope this fails. I never wish for the future of company. Well, I don't hope it fails. I mean, what if somebody's, you know, too much of a weirdo or something's wrong with them and they can't get a girlfriend? I mean, fuck, I think why not? There are a lot of people that are retweeting this. This is straight up sad and pathetic. Here we go. Too bad? Yeah, exactly. Anything that makes me feel safer whenever I get groceries is a positive outlook in my book? Yeah. Nothing that makes me feel more unsafe than somebody wearing a brony t-shirt. I'll tell you that. Oh! Don't want to be anywhere near them. Make a valid point. It would help incels? Yeah, it would. It would. It's not going to stop fucking suicide. I think that if people have like a emotional companion that they can talk to, even if it's not real, it probably would help suicide. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Like a dog? Yeah, I think so. No, I'm not. I mean, we don't have any, like, have we had studies on this yet? No, I don't think so, right? So this is just a guess. Like, I'm not a doctor. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I think that, like, just logically it would make sense that it would. But I'm not sure. There's a really good movie with a guy's AI girlfriend, her. Oh, yeah, Joaquin Phoenix is in it. So, of course, it's a good movie. You're right. And I'll read this real quick. This message is not for everyone, but it's for the ones that know this is the truth. I like this guy already. This is straight up sad and pathetic. AI companions, OnlyFans, cam girls, male loneliness at an all-time high. It's preyed upon and a massive moneymaker. All of it is exploiting your weakness. You are meant to be more than someone who has to pay for fake interactions with someone, or something that doesn't give a fuck about you. Some of you know this, and I know you feel pathetic when you engage in this sort of behavior. Stop engaging in this bullshit, because someone you can be proud of, work on yourself, and become the man that you can have real interactions and have an actual relationship. Yeah, he's right, but losers lose, and there's a lot of losers out there. So they're just never going to make it, because they're losers. And so this is for the losers. That's just how it is. Yeah. I mean, it's just the bell curve of life. I mean, not everybody can be a winner. There it is. It's a non-compassion take. I think that oftentimes people think that helping somebody and giving a person what they want and letting a person indulge in the behavior that is good, that's bad for them, is a good thing. Like, I actually think in this case, that's what I'm doing, right? But in a lot of other cases, it's generally not good. And also, there's compassion, and then there's, you know, I would say, what's the word for it? Like a reality, realism. There's realism to it. You have to be realistic. That's just it. Chatter wants compassion. My male loneliness will be cured whenever a girl falls into my lap due to no expenditure of effort on my part. Yeah, I mean, exactly. Like, whenever they finally make cat girls real, then I won't be depressed anymore. Yeah, I think that's... I think a lot of people feel that way, honestly. Yeah. Company is guaranteed to make profit from microtransactions. Loneliness wasn't as bad in the past. What changed? Why is loneliness a lot worse now? Number one, it's because of the internet. Number two, it's because people are focusing on being lonely. Like before, I think a lot of people were lonely, but they weren't focused on it in the same way. Because what the internet and social media does is it constantly has you comparing your life with other people's lives. So you see an Instagram of somebody else going out and doing a bunch of other stuff, and you feel like you're not doing that, then the FOMO kicks in, right? Then it's like, no, I need to go to the nightclub and spend $27 on a shot of fucking, you know, like rum or something like that, right? Rum and Coke, it's $27. I don't fucking think so. But if you go downtown, you go to 6th Street, go to some of those bars and like Rainy Street or the Domain, it'd be fucking $57. It's insane. And so that's why I drink at home. Well, I just don't drink. Problem solved. But anyway, this happens because people are constantly fixated on comparing themselves with other people. Because everybody nowadays is distilled down to a quantitative variable, right? So what I mean by that is that what is my quantitative variable right now? 895,000 followers. So this is another quantitative variable. The likes that I have, 25,000 likes, 3 million views. Everybody now is turned into a product. People are turned into a resource that is bought and sold. And because of that, you have a lot of people that view themselves as a resource and they see themselves as lacking. They're not good enough. They're not as much, you know, as popular or as useful as they're supposed to be. Late stage capitalism, I actually don't think this is a capitalism outcome. I think this is a social media cultural thing. And because people are constantly being focused, like, for example, on my Instagram, generally I don't post pictures of myself where I look bad. Now, I look bad in all my pictures, but those are the pictures that I look the least bad. So, for example, you're going to see the way somebody looks in their best way possible, at least in their mind. It's like, for example, if you want to know how, like, a lot of these girls that are like, there's a lot of these hot girls that will post pictures on Instagram, and it's like, yeah. If you want to know what they really look like, look at their tagged photos that they take pictures with their friends that they didn't take the picture themselves. Then you're going to know what they actually look like, okay? So, absolutely, you look good, man. Yeah, true. And that's just, look, guys, I tell you, like, I've been on these fucking websites a long time. I know what it is. And, again, I've got a lot of experience. So my point is that, actually not really with, just on the internet. Hey, guys, let's not assume things, okay? Point is that people are constantly seen as a value, right? They're constantly seen as like as a product. And so because of that, you have a lot of people like this that constantly are thinking of themselves as being lesser, not being good enough for whatever reason. And guess what happens? Well, then they hate themselves for it. And this happens to girls too. The root problem of this goes back to the feminist movement and the no-fault divorce, along with welfare systems. Social media just amplified issues that were already there. You know what I think the big problem is? I think the problem is that guys have no sense of intrinsic self-worth. And the problem is that most people, like most men now, their idea of a cool macho, like, what is being a man? It's somebody like Andrew Tate. In my opinion, like, Andrew Tate is like whatever, right? But that's not what you should look at as like a benchmark for being a man. Not true at all. I know it's not true, but a lot of people believe it though, right? And that's my point, is a lot of people believe it. And it's not that Andrew Tate's the worst person ever. He's not the worst person ever. There's plenty of people that are worse, but there are plenty of people that are better as well. And I think the problem is that there's no real, geez, I have to probably think about this for a while. Yeah, I probably have to really think about this and, yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I'm just trying to think about, like, kind of what does it really come from? I think that, like, there's a very nihilistic perspective in culture and society now. And this wasn't even the case whenever I was a kid. There was a sense of, like, shared accountability whenever a person does something. But the problem is that shared accountability also had a lot of very negative outcomes as well, such as people being ostracized for, being gay, or people being ostracized for not conforming with some antiquated social value or something like that. And so as people have gotten a lot more separated from society, they no longer feel like they're part of society. It's just that they are separate from society. And also, a lot of people aren't really physically active, I think, as much. And I think that is definitely a factor. Because if you're not active and you're out of shape and you're ugly, I think that's absolutely going to change your perspective on things. And it will. Like, it's just common sense that it will. So we live in a society? Well, well, you used to live in a society. Now you don't. Now you live on the computer and you think about, like what society is supposed to be. A lack of community. There's no sense of community any longer. Yeah, exactly. Ideal role model is a 50-year-old dad that managed to stay married for 20 years and raise a kid or two on his own. That's your ideal role model as a man. That guy is everywhere, but men find him invisible because of social media. Well, this is very true. I think this is an extremely good point. And, so I pulled up. Yeah. Basically, it says your ideal role model is a 50-year-old dad that managed to stay married for 20 years and raise a kid or two. That's your ideal role model as a man. That guy is everywhere, but men find him invisible because of social media. I think that you're right. I absolutely think you're right. It's not even a question. It's just boring and they don't want to see them. Yeah, exactly. And people always want to have like this hyper, people are living their life. It's like, it's like a life imitating art, imitating life. Where like people are trying to live their lives according to movies, and movies are supposed to be like real life, but they're not. So people are trying to imitate something that's imitating real life. I think that's what happens a lot, especially with like younger people. A Desmond role model, very stable man. Yeah, for sure. Only the good ones though. Some are out cheating and complaining all the time. Yeah, it's bad. So yeah, I think that's why it happens. Insane expectations for a relationship, not willing to compromise ever. I'm from Italy. We have a saying, it goes, hard times make strong men. Yeah, I've seen that. I think it's the problem in modern society. Oh, that people are too weak and people are able to just kind of ignore all types of friction in their life, and so they're afraid of having any friction. I think that you're probably right. I think you're probably right with that. Hard times do make strong men. Yeah, I feel like a lot of the things, but not always. I don't agree with this thing that all the time, you know, bad things can make you stronger. Bad things can also ruin your life, give you PTSD, and make you kill yourself. So a lot of times, bad things aren't good to happen to you. I don't like taking that approach. But at the same time, I try to view that for myself as well. Like, to me, I feel like, oh, every bad thing that's happened to me, I think that it has been, like, I'm kind of happy with how I am now. Like, obviously, you know, like, oh, I wish this was different. I wish that was different. You know, everybody has things that aren't perfect, right? But in a general sense, I'm happy with my life, or as happy as I could be. And every bad thing that's ever happened to me has led me to this point. And you can't just assume that if you take out every bad interaction that's ever occurred, that you'd still be in the same place that you are now. Bullshit? Oh, you think that I'm not happy? Okay. Survivorship bias? And that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think it is absolutely a survivorship bias. A hard time because strong men, because most of the weak men die. Yeah, true. And that's what happens, right? It's like, you know, losers lose. That's life. What are the qualities that, sounds like survivorship bias. Strong men will outlive hard times to tell the tale. Well, yeah, but who cares about weak people? Society doesn't care about weak people. Nature doesn't care about weak people. You're either strong or you die. That's how it is. That's how it's always going to be. It's never going to change. Yeah, there's no more natural selection. Yeah, there is. Like, weak people don't reproduce for whatever reason, multiple different reasons, and then they're gone. Yeah, survivorship bias, 100% of people 100 years ago, is that a bias? Well, I don't know. It isn't always strong. Some people just get lucky. Most people get lucky with being strong. But I'm saying that I think we're going to see a lot more of this AI stuff. I think we're going to see a lot more people, like, retreating into having relationships with these, like, AI girlfriends and AI relationships because people are so lonely. It's becoming much more common. Not exactly. The lowest class people reproduce the most and keep the losing in the family. Oh, I don't know about all of that, but sometimes that's the case. What does that make you? Well, I don't really think about that. I don't think about, like, labeling myself or thinking of myself as a strong or a weak person or anything like that. I think that the moment that a person starts trying to assign labels to themselves, that's the moment that they start living their life in a contrived way. It's not important for me to have a label for myself or anything like that. I just don't care. I do what I want to do, and that's it. And so if people don't like it, then fuck them. Like, that's how I've always done things. So I was a little kid, that's how I did things. Middle class does not equal weak. No, I don't think so either. You actually make a good point there. Yeah, true. No, you are wrong. We should help people become strong, not discard them. Of course we should help people become strong, but some people won't become strong, and then they get discarded anyway. Because that's what happens in nature, and that's what happens in society and life. And it's going to keep happening. That's just how it is. Like, I'm not... Listen, I understand that you have, you know, you probably have some sort of, like, thesis statement on, like, how the world should be fair, but it's just not. It's just simply not. Sorry, guys, I can't go out tonight. I promised my AI girlfriend I'd let her peg me in the evening. This is fucking sad. Have y'all learned nothing from that Gravity Falls episode with the AI girlfriend? Guys, get out there and talk to real women. Please, this is dystopian. Trust me, that's not going to happen, man. Gravity Falls make an episode about how dating a digital girlfriend is a very bad idea. Oh, maybe I should watch that. This is literally that gif. Oh boy. Accelerate. Let him who is weak enough to be destroyed by this be destroyed. Oh my god. Oh, what a legend. It's funny I see cyberpunk genre since its total creation, yet literature and movies' strongest feeling was the solitude in a dark, uncaring world. We're living in it right now. My reaction to this technology, oh boy, I don't even know what that is. Sounds like it could be problematic. Looks like it could be. Motherfuckers dating this AI when their Wi-Fi cuts out. Jesus Christ. Motherfuckers will do anything to talk to females. I mean, I think this guy, he's not a Giga Chad. He's a decent looking guy. He's fine. This is the problem, right? is that this is not an ugly dude. Yeah, this is just an average-looking guy. Yeah, he looks fine. Yeah, he's a totally fine-looking guy. Like, if he's a nice guy, he's funny, he's got a good personality, I bet plenty of girls would want to talk to him. But this is the problem. And I think that this guy signifies what I've been talking about. Is it's like everybody expects you to look like a fucking Giga Chad. That's not the case. Most people don't look like that. If you go to Walmart, you're not going to see a lot of Giga Chads walking around. You're going to see a lot of guys that are like, 5'9", 210 pounds, beer belly, with like a t-shirt that says, best dad ever or something like that. And, he's going to pick up, groceries for his family. And this guy I think he's doing great. He's totally fucking fine. Giga Chad, I look like that? Yeah. You didn't notice the other guys? That's why? Yeah, exactly. And this is the mentality people like this have. Is that they have this thinking that you have to look like this certain way or girls just won't talk to you. I don't think that's really true. I mean, it is to an extent, right? You come in there looking like Quasimodo and you're going to have some problems. Like, there's a reason that was a cartoon. But the truth is that in general, I don't think it's that big of a deal. The type of guy doesn't like the whole internet thing? Yeah, exactly. You just described exactly me? Well, yeah, because that's most guys. People are building this app will strongly discourage their 12-year-old sons from using it while they actively promote it to everybody else's kids. Well, I don't know if it's about kids. Oh, God. Oh, God. Jesus. I guess they didn't listen. Oh, I guess this guy must be watching a stream. Oh, that's good. I'm excited. I'm excited to see where this is going to go. I really am. I think it's going to be way more common. Yep, it's going to be way, way, way more common. How long will it take for AI to replace streamers? Well, we already have one now. Why are you dystopian? We're humans, not the animal kingdom. We must move together as society. Don't give up on others because they have come with less. What if I told you humans are animals? I have a very dark outlook and a very dark perspective on people in general. I think that people are animals. I think that they will behave like animals, and people love pretending like they don't, and they won't. But whenever it actually comes down to it, they will. And that's what I think. I've always been very pessimistic about that kind of stuff. And I'm only like that because I've seen it happen a lot. Right? Like, I'm not saying like this is just some sort of like mental thing. This is just what I think happens. But yeah, I'm very glad I got a chance to talk about that. And Money Shit, yeah, we're going to have AI girlfriends. How many of you guys would have an AI girlfriend? Be honest. You know what I should do? I should do a poll like this every month and see how it changes every month. Because I bet if I had started doing this 3 years ago, it probably would be totally different than it is now. You're very wrong. You never felt genuine love and care towards others. Oh, shut up, you little pussy. Stop being such a bitch. Stop being so... Why are you such a bitch? Why are you such a... What are you being such a little bitch for? Just stop it. Don't embarrass yourself.